What's up, guys? Welcome to this week of Fat to Ultra Runner marathon training. This week we are focusing on practicing for my marathon pace and exactly how we want to run it, right? So, we have a little longer runs are a little bit harder. My knee still feels a little off, but not too bad. Hasn't really affected me until like mile 8, but with the run walk method, I should be able to kind of mitigate that hopefully. Um, yeah, right now I'm just trying to find the perfect balance, which is kind of what I have to I think find out once I do the track or that where it's going to be at. I may actually go scope it out earlier and do like a lap just to kind of see what to expect and come up with my plan. The goal is to have a sub-6 marathon. So, I don't really know if I'll get it or when, but that's the goal, is sub-6. Um, which is I know some people are probably thinking that's a little shitty. But you know what? Like, that's probably what's best for me. I also have come to realize that I haven't pushed as hard as I could have. And kind of wish I would have done this like run walk from the start. I've just kind of been adapting to what I needed as we kind of went. And I don't know if that kind of messed up my flow because I think I started off like zone 2 running. Then I went to RPE and now I'm like a just run walk, like just going off how I feel. Um, But yeah, I know ChatGPT, the coach, my running coach for this segment, wants me to do a 20-minute run, 1 minute or 1.5 minute walk. But I think it's 20-minute run, 1 minute walk. But yeah, I don't know if I can keep up the pace he wants me at for 20 minutes. So I don't know. We'll kind of have to keep pushing. That's 2 weeks and find out. But overall, we have 4 runs. I might make it 5, 2 short runs and 4 like longer runs. Um, or 3 longer runs and 1 like a long run, if that makes sense. But the long run this week, the goal is to hit 11 miles. Um, I don't really have a time on that. I just want to hit 11 miles. It wants me to run 2 hours and 30 minutes or something like that, but I know that's possible, but I really want to hit 11 miles. That way, next week I can hit a half marathon and I can just feel comfortable knowing that I can do a half marathon. And then I have my 2 weeks of like a deload week or taper, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, I just got my Macefit T-Rex Spree. I kind of got that as like an everyday watch because I was using an Apple Watch for a while, and I still use an Apple Watch for work. But I want something that looked a little bit better, and I felt like I used the Macefit Helio strap, and I love this strap. So I wanted to go with the Macefit T-Rex, and I also didn't want to spend $600 on a watch. The T-Rex was like 300 or 270, so yeah, so far I like it a lot. I've also noticed there's some coaching plans on there and stuff, and I think that's gonna be like my trail running one watch because I can actually have a map on there, as well as my everyday watch. And then I don't know, eventually maybe I'll get a Coros or a better Garmin or something. But that's like way out in the future. I'm still gonna be using the Garmin I have. Overall, this week it's gonna be a good week. We're going to make sure we got all the runs in, and I also need to work mobility and stretching and recovery this week as well. So the one run that I kind of do the full video on, if that makes sense. If you checked out my last video, I'm kind of changing up the way I'm doing like my Fat to Ultra Runner series. But yeah, if you kind of checked it out, kind of do like a somewhat full day, somewhat not full day, but um, yeah, I think I'm gonna add in like my mobility and kind of recovery work. Anyways. Let's get on to the runs. The first one's going to be an hour and 5 minute run, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so this is run 1 of the week. This run was a 1 hour and 5 minute run. I want to focus on my plan for the marathon. Initially, I was thinking about doing 20 minutes running and 1 minute walking, but after 15 minutes, I was going up an incline and I started to walk, and then I decided let's just do 15 to 1. And honestly, it worked out really well. I felt tired but good. and kind of kept going at the pace I wanted to for the marathon. Um, Anyways, for run two was an easy run. It was just a 45-minute run, and I kind of continued working on my run walk kind of pace. And this time, my pace really showed it. And I'm really excited to continue improving. I did not feel tired. I feel like I could keep it up forever. And either way, I'm excited to kind of keep going. Just kind of happy to see where my long run is going to end up, because the long run is going to be kind of like the highest expectations and the real example if I can actually run this marathon in a couple weeks. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in a moment for my long run. What's up, guys? It's Choji. Welcome to today's run. Today we have a long run. Um, so far this week we've had two runs that have been, honestly, they went really well. The pacing was perfect. Now it's time to see if I can keep that pacing up for 11 miles, which I really think I can. Well, we'll see. Um, Anyways, my legs are feeling a little bit tired. I am feeling pretty tired as well. I like slept for I don't even know how long, but it's like the first time in a while where I just kind of knocked out for hours and hours and hours. It was probably like 8 hours if I'm being honest, maybe 9, which is probably normal for a lot of people, not normal for myself though. So we are actually gonna get this run in. After this run, there's a bunch of stuff I have to do, but yeah, I already mapped it on Strava. Um, and I don't know, that's about it. It's kind of a new route. We're gonna go to this park I used to run, but like we start off my house. That's gonna be cool, and then we kind of get to that park by just running and then run back. So it's gonna be a gnarly run. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a bagel for some carbs and some cream cheese, so we'll kind of see how that sits in my stomach. I have 2 honey stinger packs and a bottle of water, a bottle of electrolytes, as well as like some nerd gummy clusters or whatever they're called. So overall, I feel like we have my bag prepared. I just need to get kind of dressed. I'm drinking some more electrolytes right now, just prior to this, making sure I have those in me so I'm not cramping up. But yeah, let's go get after it. Today's headphones of choice are gonna be the Shocks Open Dots 2. Uh, I like them. I used to wear them at work all the time, but now I got the Shocks, like little clip ones. So those are great. But on these longer runs, I like having something that's rechargeable. So yeah, we'll put those on and we'll get going. All right, so you got that 1 mile down, 10 more to go. First one, my calves were kind of tight, kind of feel a little funky, but nothing out of the ordinary that we can't kind of work through. So we're just gonna keep pushing, and yeah, overall, feeling good, feeling perfect. Got my stuff. Let's get going. All right, so we're about halfway done, and we gotta make it up this steep little hill. Honestly, not looking forward to it, if I'm being honest with you. But we're keeping a good pace, and so far I'm feeling really good. So let's push it, see what happens. This mile might be a little longer than others because it's uphill, but it is what it is. Not gonna lie, once I hit mile 7, I started feeling exhausted. My pace has definitely slowed down since then, but we're still just gonna truck through, especially because I have to get home still. So the pace might slow down a bit, but we're gonna keep going. So now it's getting tough. Now it's like I'll walk for like 5 minutes, or run for a minute. Oh man, I'm not even pushing hard. My legs just feel so heavy. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should have fueled a little better before this. I don't know. I guess we'll find out next week what I can do better. Second one just kicking in. I'm starting to feel good again. We got like a mile and a half to go before we hit the 11 miles. Let's fucking do it. All right. Here's the last hill we gotta climb. You can't see it, I know, but last hill we gotta climb and we're done. I'm pretty sure the hill is what killed me before. But yeah, next week I'm gonna have to go check out that that where we're gonna run the marathon at. Just to know what kind of terrain it is. But I'll talk to you guys at the very end. Guys, so let's break it down. 11 miles, 2 hours, 42 minutes, 31 seconds, 13:52 pace. Yeah, we had like a 12:50 pace for the first half of it. And we had to climb up this pretty steep hill. And I should have just walked it, but I ran it. And after that, I was gassed myself out there. The rest of the run was just hard. It was a lot of like run, walk, like not even like spacing it out, just kind of when I felt tired. So, kind of shitty, but you know what? It's alright, because at 15 minutes, for 2 more, so at 30 minutes, 2 more miles, I'm within the 6-hour range that I want for the marathon. Plus, I feel like when you do a race, it's a little bit different, but let's get inside and we'll talk for a second. Alright, so now we're just working on the Alright, so now we're just working on kind of I'm making sure my calves are good, making sure, like, I'm all, oh man, that's tight. I'm all good when it comes to kind of recovery. I don't have any of this fancy stuff. I do have like this massage gun that I'll use later at night. But right now we're just gonna roll it out. We have some bands. I'll also make sure to kind of stretch out the bands. I just took a shower. Shower felt amazing, and now we're just kind of rolling it out. To be honest with you, I don't know how this marathon's gonna go. If it kind of goes like how my long run went today, it's gonna be rough. I don't know if I'll finish in time. But we're gonna continue pushing, kind of see what happens. I'm hoping that the energy of the marathon is gonna kind of push me past my limits. Because I mean, as of lately, I have been pushing. Sorry, getting a phone call. As of lately, I have been pushing really hard, and I don't know if my legs are just tired from the run yesterday, but one of those things where we're just gonna have to fuck around and find out, right? But we got 2 more runs this week. Well, 1 to 2, I don't know yet. They're both gonna be shorter runs, just kind of recovery runs, 25 minutes long. One of them I'm gonna try to kind of continue pushing hard. The other one's gonna be like a slow, maybe like half walk, half run type of deal. I don't really know yet, but yeah, overall, it was good. And like I said, we're gonna continue working, continue getting better. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, guys. So we ended up the week with a good amount of runs. So we had 3 runs in total. Wish I would have done more. That's what the plan was, like 4 to 5. But sometimes you don't get what you want, right? It's been a busy week. I ended up having to switch schedules a little bit, and yeah. Anyways, we got 11 miles in for one run. We got a few miles in for the other ones, and it ended up being a really good week. I'm feeling a little bit better going into this marathon, knowing that it's mostly flat, which should help me a bit because I run kind of like a rolling hills terrain. That's kind of where I live and what I run. So we'll kind of have to see how the marathon goes, how adrenaline pumps up. But this is the last week. This next week coming up is going to be the last week before we started kind of breakdown, just kind of started taking a little bit easier. Officially finished paramedic training. I'll be starting this new schedule called a Kelly schedule, which is a 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, then like 4 days off. So we'll kind of have to break it down. I probably won't record all my runs anymore just due to that. Because I'll be running at work and I'm not going to be kind of showing you my uniform or recording at work. I'll have station mates and kind of a respect thing, you know? So we're still gonna kind of try to do our best to kind of break it down, do better. But overall, successful week. I'll kind of have to figure out how I'm gonna be training with this new schedule. But since we're deloading, we're kind of going down, just kind of taking it easy before the marathon. We should definitely be kind of aware of like how many runs and how I'm running, and just making sure it's optimal. Anyways, I also got a new watch. I didn't really buy this watch. It was given to me. Forerunner 570. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I had the 160 before, and I also use this when I'm not running. I use my Amazfit T-Rex Fury, which I might make it into like my everyday running watch and just wearing watch and stuff. I really like Amazfit. I really like that company. I have their Helio strap that I wear all the time. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this episode of Fat to Ultra Runner. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.